I mean, how can the outcome of a process so deliberately flawed be accepted as an expression of the will of the people?
Let's put it this way. The process itself loses legitimacy, and therefore one cannot give credence to the product because the process itself loses legitimacy. But let me go back to what you were saying. The problem starts with the very membership of the commission. The commission is intended to be a constitutional body. Persons are nominated by the governing party and nominated by the opposition and appointed by the president with a constitutional instrument. But we have a situation in GECOM where persons tell you clearly that they represent a party, so that they are flying in the face of the very instrument and the very constitution that has brought their being into existence as commissioners. And so not only do they tell you they represent a party, but they then go on to ensure that the will of the party prevails in the face of responsible behavior, because responsible behavior will call upon them to be objective, will call upon them to do the things that are required to ensure that GECOM can deliver the product through a process that is certifiable. But we do have a situation where they deliberately fight against that certifiable process and therefore corrupt the whole thing called GECOM, and as a consequence doesn't lend legitimacy to any or validity to any outcome of that organization. So yes, it has become in practice, in real life, an extension of the People's Progressive Party and the manner in which they seek to deal with governance in this country, a manner in which suggests that they want to be in complete control and that only their will should prevail. And that is what has invaded and infected GECOM.
There's a very interesting comment I saw earlier. A brilliant person making the point that the APNU had 5 years to clean the voters list, and asking what did the APNU do. I find it passing strange that in this day and age, some of us would deliberately abandon a position of knowledge and adopt a position of ignorance. It is well known that political parties do not clean lists. What is clear is that the People's Progressive Party, using its influence over the Guyana Elections Commission, particularly its chairman, has managed to achieve its intended outcomes within that process. And what resulted is that, well, it appeared as though the intention of GECOM and the People's Progressive Party was to press the APNU and other political opposition parties into saying, look, if we don't get what we want, we wouldn't participate in these elections, so that they could occupy all the political space.